Oh, I hate what was his name? Hold up, Kanzi Kamiyama for making Lord of the Rings: The War of the Rohirrim because it is a cash grab. It does not have good characters, good lore, good arcs. It is overall bad. Made just because. Just because why don't we make an anime with a Japanese director? Wow. But okay, so the first scenes, animation, drawings. The first minute is vomitable. It is very blurry, very bright, and the frame rate is awful. Overall, also problem the lip sync. I watched it in English with the subtitles of my country language, which I didn't read because I can't understand English. And the lip sync was awful, absolutely horrendous. Okay, yeah, off with that. The backgrounds were amazing, absolutely stunning. The animation is okay, sure, but you would think animation you can do so many crazy things, and they didn't. They did not. There was one monster that looked like a vagina, and you will understand it when you see it. It is an octopus vagina, like straight up. Why? For the giggles? Maybe. I I do not watch movies like Lord of the Rings for the giggles. I came in blind. I did not see even a trailer. Me and friends decided, let's go check out this film. Uh, sure, let's go. We went. It was awful. One friend uh, was ill. He watched it at home, and he said he liked it. I I don't know what his reasons are. I might ask him later. He said it's a good prologue for the Lord of the Rings. No, it is not. The story takes place about 200 years before the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and so at the end of the film you get Saruman and Gandalf mentioned, Saruman shown, which is and how the Helm's Keep got its name, basically. So let's now go in chronological order. Spoilers, of course. It's an awful film. You should not waste 2 hours of your life watching this dog shit. So, I'm gonna show you some, just some screens. I don't know. Sure, you know. So, uh, these four. I don't know. Is it okay? Fantastic. So, this is Hera, like the goddess from the Greek mythology or Roman. I don't care. Hera. This is a wolf. This is just an eagle who comes up. This is Helm. Helm, Hammerhand, or something like that. This is just a dude. He's like cousin or something, relative. So, oh, here we go. We got even names. Yeah. So you can see Eoven. Okay, I don't remember her in the film Eon, cause why? Okay. Well, yeah. Let me. So Freka. Freka is the big dummy lord that is a sub tribe of the my god of this dude. This dude is the king. What the hell? Whoa, they look very similar. Damn. He's king. Then this is the son of that other big ugly dude. And so this is our main character. She's a wild lady in the woods always, like oh my god, like I don't know, Disney princess on a horse, blah blah blah. So there was a talk that he wants to marry Hera to a lord of uh, Mordor. It's like one of the doors. There's Mordor, and there's some other. Ro- I, I'm really stressed out right now. I hated the film. Is there a better places for me? Fuck, I can't see because of it. Okay, I'm gonna make myself smaller then. So, and then there comes this guy. Oh, yeah, this guy. And says, hey, we want to make ourselves stronger, and so we are better allies. And so you should marry your daughter to my son, Wolf. And Helm is like, no, no, I know what you want. You want your son to take the throne. That's what you want. And he's goddamn right. But either Freka or Helm challenges the other to the duel. No weapons, just bare knuckles. Freka throws in two or three punches. Like, you can feel the weight of the punches. They're good, solid punches. Then Helm throws a single punch, just bam, to the jaw. Boom. Freka is dead. Freka is dead. Just there. Um, this is so stupid. And then Wolf is like, oh my god, what did you do? You should pay. I'll kill you all. And blah blah blah. Oh, how could you? It was a duel. I don't know if it was to the death, but Helm won. And Wolf was like, oh my god, my ego is so hurt. You killed my father. Wolf is also pretty insecure. And so Wolf and Hera also have a backstory of being friends for a long time in the childhood. They were battling each other, and so you can see here he got a scar, and this scar he got while battling with Hera, practicing, and she accidentally, like Wolf, was very aggressive. He was just into it. He was like attacking, attacking, attacking. She just pushed back, bam, sliced him accidentally. She apologized. She was like, "Oh, how can you do this? Get off me!" Oh, even though they are friends. And so there's this grudge, and he says he actually loves Hera. Who the fuck is Benjamin? Right up, Papa, Hama. Oh yeah, they're brothers, I guess. The brothers just get killed quite fastly. Um, they don't mention the brothers at all. Damn. Well, okay. There are also two or three brothers of Hera. She's the only woman of her house. So there, and her mother died while giving a birth to her. Well, yeah. I'm so tired of this stupid film. And so, he says first to kill them all, blah blah blah. And so time passes. He's exiled also. Like when you step foot in this castle, you shall be killed. Ah. Is there a better position for me? I think this might be better. Or oh, I don't know if that's maybe too much. I don't know. Here we go. Yeah. And so a couple months or years later, he's the king of Isengard, of the mountain tribes. They all swore allegiance. And then Hera hears that there's this, I don't know why, but they came to a field. They saw a death, like elephant with, they saw that mad beast master who had a pet elephant, but there were not two tusks, but four. I guess they're Lord of the Rings accurate elephants. Sure. And so they're like, oh my god, and the elephant is attacking because the Beastmaster is dead. There was some illness on the elephant and on them. It never comes up later. It never. Yeah. And so Hera, knowing the woods and what's in them, she goes into the wood. The elephant follows her, and there is a is an octopus pussy. It is an octopus with a mouth as a pussy. Cinema, absolute cinema. Also, forgive my cringe T-shirt. It's a home T-shirt. Yeah, and so good. That is done. But Hera is captured there as she sees one of Wolf's bodyguards or admirals, and she doesn't know they're evil. They capture her, they bunk. Something's at like the small telescope falls off her to give a sign that she's kidnapped. Her bodyguards come there, and not bodyguards, I think they were brothers. They came up, saw her, oh no. And they went to the is is Isengard to rescue her. And she was in one of the towers, unbound, just knocked out. She woke up. Oh my god, looking around. She's in Wolf's chambers. Wolf's chambers. And there she sees a scroll with a vac seal of one of an like an eagle, I think, or a snake. I'm not sure. The Theodore family or something like that. So blah blah blah. Oh my God, Wolf comes in, says, "You wanna be my wife? If you are gonna be my wife, there are gonna be no wars." And she's like, "So if I marry you, there are gonna be no wars." And he's like, "You dare say if? Oh, oh, get off me, woman! Oh!" And she just runs off as her brothers rush in, just fuck shit up, and she slides through the window next to her horse, gets on her horse, flees. Very cinematic. Oh my god. This is, I don't know how many. Maybe, let's say maximum 20 minutes. I have spent a long time explaining this, but yeah. Then they know, she gets back, she says, oh my god, they're coming with a war. They're like, okay, we prepare. We go out in the field to meet them. And then they go there. And then Hera sees one of the guy lords that pled allegiance is this eagle, has this eagle seal that is those Theodores or something. That is their ally, but he's actually with Wolf. So she's like, oh my god, evacuate the city. Ah, tell the army. Ah. So she evacuates the city. Maybe the only good decision she makes. I'm not sure. I don't remember the film that well because, traumatic experiences get wiped out of memory. But yeah, so that happened. So then there's also a fight in the city as they go on, and Hera's brother, one of her brothers, I think maybe Haleth, maybe. Hellas just like, oh my god, we shall keep attacking. And while he's saying that, he gets shot with an arrow right in his throat. Right there, bam, dead. By either Wolf or his admiral. This is his admiral. So, nope. Smaug. What? Publisher. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Yeah. And so they flee to this, what is gonna be later named Helm's Keep. You might know this from the second movie of Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. As kind of similar situation happens. I've actually watched just into the middle of the second film because I'm like, oh my god, I'm watching Lord of the Rings, and I have not finished Lord of the Rings trilogy. I watched the first movie a couple months back, then didn't watch the second one, and now I watched half of the second movie. And so that's good because they exactly talked about this city and this keep in that movie. Pretty good, pretty good. So they get there. They're like, oh my god, the wolf army is gaining on us. Faster, get in the keep. They're like, get in the keep. Good. There are very little anything. Almost, well, very little wood. Supplies. It's bad. They're like, okay, let's keep everything we have. And while they're getting into this keep, Helm, oh wait, he was on top. Helm is wounded by arrows. And so they also have one of his sons as hostage. Wolf has a hostage of his son. And so Helm says, take my life, not my son's. And Wolf says, no, you shall suffer as I have. Very Sigma. No, he's not Sigma. Not at all. No. And he cuts the throat of one of his sons, Hera's brothers. He's like, oh no. He's very sad. He's led back into his castle. And so this brother that was killed, they have a loot of his, a lyre, I think, in this keep. And because they're so short on wood, Hera, where is Hera says, okay, don't burn the wood, burn his loot. Because this wood that is laying right here in king's chambers is for the king. So take the loot, liar instead. And so there's an old woman who's like a keeper of storage there for 40 years. And she takes the loot and she goes away. She does not burn the liar. I'm gonna just say loot from now on. I cannot say liar. Lure, liar, loot. Yeah. So then, what comes then? Well, the wolf sets a camp. Helm is trying to get treated because he's heavily wounded, and even though his body is healing, he's not waking up. So he's in this sort of coma. And so everyone is miserable in the keep. But then, uh, I might have skipped some things, but they're not important, I think. Yeah, I actually don't remember what's within that area. And so, as Hera is sleeping next to his dad is not there. Oh my god. So he woke up, and it turns out in King's chambers, there's a secret door that is only one way out. There's a way out, there's no way in. It's a one-way door for somehow. I don't know how they would make it in medieval times, but there is that door. So he comes out of it and he starts fucking killing everyone of Wolf's band. Everyone, like a big portion of Wolf's band is, and also the bodies are somehow missing. Somehow. I have no idea where she came up. I have no idea. Why would they put this picture and not animated? And so, yeah. And there Harry's like, where is he? Oh my god. And she sees like bloody finger trails on the wall. And she follows them and she, oh, falls through this door, secret door. Oh my god. She goes out. There's Winter, a secret exit. And there are two trolls getting some rings, which I guess are later gonna be rings of power. Although I don't know where they were made. I think they were made long before 200 years before the Lord of the Rings. But there are two trolls, orcs, getting the rings, and there's one troll, probably, or like a bigger one, I don't know. And so Harry's there, I was like, oh my god, trolls, ah! But then comes in Helm, so badass, bare, bare chested, like ba- band-aids on his wrist, and he's like, bah, bah, bah. Very badass scene. I liked it. Yeah. And then, you know, Wolf hears that there are like sounds of battle. He comes with men there. They're like, oh no, we gotta run. They run to the entrance of the keep. The entrance is frozen because it's been cold, the doors haven't been opened, and they have a real problem with opening the doors. And so, and so both Helm and Hera, they just fucking slide the doors. Just there are multiple ton doors probably, and they just slide them, just like that. So Hera goes through, but Helm is too big. He cannot fit through that tiny hole that they made while pulling it apart. And so he's there. He's like, Hera, something something. He said, oh my god, you're so cool. So probably. And he went out and fought like bear for some reason, even though Wolf's people were coming at him with weapons. He did not take their weapons as he defeated them. He kept fighting barehanded. And then some time passes. And oh my god, he's standing there frozen with a hammer because his surname is what, Hammerhand. So poetic. Hammerhand died frozen, hammer in hand. Genius. Then there's a funeral. Harry's like, oh my god, I'm so depressed. What do I do? And she's like, okay, I gotta do something. And I think then, also this whole time, the Wolf band is building a siege tower. And I must say, it's a long way between the siege tower and the wall. Why it's important is because how siege towers are built. That's exactly why I opened Paint. How siege towers are built. So there is this tower. Pop, 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 pop. They made it triangular. It's a triangle. Bam. And so here's the wall. The wall. Bam. And so, well, let's make it shorter maybe. Here's the wall. And so they got a, so this is like the ground. And so they have like a support beam here that is just stationary. And they're building this up and up and up until they cut some ropes by which this is held in place. Bam, bam. And so this falls here, which then it becomes like a pathway, like that. I hope you understand. It it just falls. Okay? It just bam, it falls. And so there is a large gap. This is like 200 meters or more. So this tower is so big, which is gonna later come up. This tower is so big, and there is not much wood to support it, which is gonna be real strange. So, and Hera gets this idea. Okay, so the king is dead, but we need reinforcements, and there are these giant eagles, and she somehow knows that they live on top of some cave on top of a mountain. So she gets two like pickaxes or I don't know ice picks and ice boots, and she climbs up. While watching this animation, you can totally say she would have fallen like 10 times at least. It is the most stupidly made. She has like only 2 points of that are on the wall usually because she uses leg and hand at the same time. You should always keep at least three. Like if you free solo, uh, the which is climbing without ropes. I heard, I have not experienced that or done it myself, that you have to keep 3 points of contact. She did not. There was also like a ledge. How to delay that? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, so there was like a ledge. So she's climbing there, and she just fucking jumps. she just, she just. this is this is insane. She just jumps up here, which is you should not do that. And so she's there. She's on top of the cave. She's like, "Oh my God, Eagle! I know you can understand, or I've heard the human language. So please help us." Blah blah blah. So the eagle flies down, takes Helm's armor that is in a bag, and flies somewhere, and gets later help from I think him. I'm not sure. Probably him. Yeah. And so yeah, and so there's this battle coming up. The siege tower is almost built. So how long is the recording right now? 28. Yeah. Mm. So okay. So, and there's this 40-year-old storage keeper. She also knows that there's this wedding dress that long before maiden who was about to marry the prince of the keep died a couple days before the wedding, and so there's this white dress laying there. She's like, oh yes, yes, there's this blah 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 blah. And so, what is their plan for attacking? Wolves, bandits, and group are also massively like unmotivated because they're like, we don't keep out, we don't care about this keep. We want money. And Wolf lies that this keep is full of money. So they're like, yeah, yeah. And so they get their inspiration back. I'm sorry, I'm so slow right now. Trying to recite something that I was hugely not interested in. It's such a cash grab. And so Hera wears this dress. I'm like, oh, okay, so she is gonna marry him. But then, so this massive siege tower falls, which there is a huge distance, and it somehow did not break. If you're gonna watch this scene, you're gonna be surprised that it did not break. I don't think there are any. Also, that's the eagle. That's the eagle. Oh, oh, interesting. Yeah, Saruman is gonna come up later. The fuck is this? Okay. Well, so she wears this dress, and Wolf is like, after all this, you think I'm gonna take you as a bride? She's like, no. The only thing I'm gonna be married to is death. And I'm like, to my friends, like, she is not Sigma. She is not cool. She's like, they said also to the next person, I'm on the edge. We got four people. I'm the edge seat. Like she's not Sigma. Yeah, me, like man with a beard. Me, haha. And so she fights. So she knew she wasn't gonna marry him, but she still wore the dress, which also repaired itself, as my friends told me. I was not paying attention to the dress. I was paying attention to her and her actions. She's like, yes, yes, let's go into battle into a white in a white wedding dress and leave the armor behind, even though I know there's no chance I'm gonna be friendly with him. She herself attacked. And so she's fighting in a wedding dress for some reason. Then there's a battle, and it comes like blah blah blah. They go off the siege tower, now on the ground fighting without the horses on the rumbling, blah blah blah. And Wolf is like, ah, he's on both of his knees, his head is down. He's like, I knew when first I met you, you're gonna be my defeat. And then he takes a dagger out of his back and tries to stab her, but he doesn't. I don't remember if she killed him or what happened. I was out of it because hugely just stupid action on all sides. Just let's give them this secret passage just because. Let's wake up Hell from his illness just because. I might be too critical, and I probably am, but I had no expectations. While watching Lord of the Rings, I have no expectations, but it is masterful, so good. The characters know what they're doing. They have a character and they just do stuff. These characters do not have any characters. They're just like, yeah, I'm a girl and I'm gonna stand for myself. Mm. So blah blah blah. He's defeated. There's a spring. Yay. And then this guy is now the king, even though she kind of deserves it. even though Hera deserves it because she fought Wolf, the main antagonist, but it's still his crown. I guess because he's a man. She, this girl is just a support character. She's like a maid of Hera. Yeah, and he's king, and then there's yo. Also, this white wizard is gonna be the new uh, ruler of Isengard, and there comes Saruman. Why did not they not? Okay, there's Saruman. Saruman, that's him. And they also said, "Oh my God!" So this other wizard is interested in stuff about those rings that those orcs were collecting. So they're like, "Hey, what's his name?" "Oh, he's known by many names." "Oh, okay. One of it, one of them, it, one of the names is Gandalf." And everyone clapped. No. Yeah, yeah. So the the film is so bad. I I regret wasting my life. My 2 hours kind of free because you also gotta get there like 3.5 on this film. It is not even worth pirating, watching for free. It is not worth it. I paid like €8 plus food for this film. I wanted to leave at like 30 minutes because of the just most ridiculous and stupid and just basic, basic actions that were taking place. It is so unoriginal. It is crazy. Like, it is a tragedy to the Lord of the Rings saga. Kind of like the Rings of Power. I heard. I haven't seen it, but I heard Rings of Power is also a disgrace to the saga. The Hobbit is fantastic. As I have not finished Lord of the Rings trilogy yet, but I have finished Hobbit. I can say that Hobbit is fantastic. Yeah, but I'm very disappointed. The lore is very bad. The characters are very basic and bad. The wolf motivation and his anger and ego and just what's the word? His impulsiveness. He's very impulsive. Is so over the top and just annoying that it just no it absolutely kills it, kills the whole film. I give this film the, also the problem with the film is it tries to take itself serious, I think, at least, and it absolutely fails to do so. I give this film like 2 out of 10. 2 just purely because it is it has good animation, except the lip sync, but animation is good. Except the opening sequence, it is also very bad. Yeah, such a disgrace, really, tragedy. Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye.